Disappointment in others is one of the most common wounds that we inflict upon ourselves. How do we do that? Well, disappointment is a consequence of a failed expectation. In other words, we set an expectation for or of somebody in our minds, and then when they can't meet that, we're disappointed in them. But are we sure that they knew what it was that they were supposed to fulfill? Like, we make that assumption, don't we? So let me give you a real world example. And this is the case for a lot of people. When you're dealing with medical health professionals, you expect them to be able to fulfill your need of whatever it is that's ailing you that you're seeking help for. But how could they possibly do that when they don't know your whole situation? So in my life, I grew up in and receiving medical care because I was born with a deformity. As a child, because I didn't understand what my actual needs were, I believed that all my expectations had been fulfilled by the medical professionals in that were involved with me. So that set in my mind files a very rigid expectation. But here's the problem. As I grew and I started to learn more about my body and how it worked, and particularly about my own personal condition and how it worked, my expectations changed in my mind, but that old file was still being referenced and said, "Oh, don't worry, they're going to fulfill that need." But they couldn't possibly because they had no idea what they were dealing with. Because now I was looking at it from an adult perspective. It was impossible for them to fulfill my expectation. And then I'm the one disappointed. But it was my own doing because I expected something that couldn't possibly be fulfilled by somebody who had no clue of what they were dealing with because they're coming at my problem from a generalized perspective, and I'm coming at my problem from a very personal one.